Good day, everyone. Welcome again to our grade 5 online math class. I'm your teacher, Connie M. Salazar. But before we start to our new lesson for today, let's have our short drill. So, are you ready? So, let's move on. So, what will we do is to name the shaded part. You have 10 seconds to name the following shaded part. Okay? Okay, let's move on to the rectangle. So the shaded part is 5 out of 6. And we have in triangle 5 over 8, 4 over 5, 5 over 14, and 4 over 7. So, congratulations kung nasagot niyo yan. Okay? So, let's move on to our review first. So, our lesson last meeting that are GCF and LCM. So, what will you do is to identify the GCF and LCM, the following given set of numbers. So, what will we do is to click joinmyquiz.com. So, enter the code 3684431. Yan ay until November 23. So, masasagutan nyo yan hanggang November 23. Okay? So, enjoy and have fun in our quizzes. So, before we go, I prepare 2 reviews here para naman medyo maalala, okay? So, 12 and 48, 36 and 66. Remember, we have our way how to get the GCF and LCM using our continuous division. So, lalagay natin siya sa half box. Ayan. Alam natin yung 12 and 48 ay both even, kaya divisible by 2. So, the answer is 6 and 24. So, 6 and 24 still even, divisible by 2 again, that is 3 and 12. 3 and 12, hindi na yan both even kasi ang 3 ay odd, but they are divisible by 3. Kaya ang sagot ay 1 and 4. 1 and 4 is relatively prime na. Stop na tayo, hindi na tayo mag-divide pa. So, we will get the factors that we used to divide by 12 and 48, which is the GCF. Diba? Yan yung ating ginagamit para sa GCF. While sa LCM, isasama na natin yung ating last quotient o yung tinatawag nating relatively prime. So, 2 squared times 3. Dahil dalawa nga yung ating 2, kaya 2 times 2 yung ibig sabihin yan is equal to 12. While 2 squared times 3 times 4 is 48. So, tatandaan nyo, di ba, yung sinabi natin nakaraan, once the bigger number is divisible by smaller number, the GCF is the smaller number. And the bigger number will be the LCM. Yun yung short way natin. Okay? So, pinakita pa rin natin yung process para at least maalala nyo lang yung continuous division. So, let's move on. 36 and 66. Divisible by 2 again because it's even. So, 18 and 33. 33 is not even but divisible by 3. Same as 18. Kaya, i-divide natin siya by 3. That is 6 and 11. Remember, 6 and 11 cannot be divided by any number again. That is relatively prime na. Kaya, ang ginamit nating factor na 2 and 3 to divide 36 and 66 is our GCF, and the GCF plus the last quotient, yun. Yan ang ating LCM naman. So, 2 times 3, that is 6, while 2 times 3 times 6 times 11 is 396. At sana nakuha, no, naalala nyo yung process natin. So, thank you sa mga nakatanda. At sana ay na-refresh yung mga nakalimot. So, let's have our next lesson, it's all about fraction. So, yung sinagutan natin kanina sa drill natin ay yung mga shaded part na yan. So, ang tawag dyan ay fraction. So, each object ay consider as one. Diba? Isang object, one whole. Or one. Bilang natin ay one kasi isa lang naman, isang bilog na kinulayan at hinati-hati. So, bawat shaded part ay hindi na-fill yung isang buong shape. So, therefore, yung fraction ay number that means less than 1. So, yung mga number na kinuha natin kanina ay nagre-represent lang yun ng value that is less than 1. Mas mababa pa sa isa. Kasi nga, hindi umabot na shaded yung isang buo. So, yan ang ibig sabihin ng fraction. And also, fraction means division. So, ang division ay one of our operations to divide, diba? Ibig sabihin yan din ay groupings. Sometimes, in life, ang division ay meron din siyang meaning ng conflict. Like fraction. Bakit pwede siyang ihalimbawa sa itang conflict? Ang fraction and division. Kasi nga, as you see in the illustration, nagkakaroon siya ng groupings, diba? Nagkakaroon siya ng hati-hati. So, kapag ang pagkakahati-hati ay magkakaiba ang gusto at hindi na pagkakasunduan, so nagiging conflict yung division in our life. So, sana hindi natin gamitin ang salitang division to be a conflict to our life or fraction to be far away to our loved ones or relatives. No? Hindi natin gagamitin yung fraction para malayo at maging boundary. Kundi gamitin natin yan to help each other. Paano? So, yung mga trabaho natin, pag ginugroup natin at ipinabahagi natin sa iba, ay napapadali ang gawa. Diba? Yun ang gamitin natin. Groupings, para mahanap natin yung mga common natin sa ating mga kasamahan, but it doesn't mean magiging dahilan ng conflict. Diba? Mas madali kasing magtrabaho kung saan yung kasama mo ay kaparehas mo ng capability. But it doesn't mean na yung hindi mo kaparehas ng capability ay kalaban mo na. So, diba? Kung mapapansin din naman ninyo yung drawing, same color lang din sila. Nagkaroon lang sila ng grouping. So, sana ganun lang tayo sa life natin. Groupings lang. Walang conflict. Okay? Let's move on. So, what are the kinds of fractions? So, ano nga ba ang iba't ibang uri ng or klase ng fraction? Meron ba? Siyempre meron. That is proper fraction and improper fraction. O dito na naman, magkasalungat na naman sila, no? Si proper and improper. Pangalan pa lang eh. Proper sa Tagalog yan, di ba? Tama, maayos. Pagka improper, magulo, hindi maayos. O di ba? Yan yung mga term na pwede natin gamitin sa Tagalog. So, ano nga ba ang proper fraction? A proper fraction, a number that means less than 1. While improper fraction, a number that means more than 1. Oh, sabi mo kanina ma'am, ang fraction ay less than 1 lang. Kaya nga, that is proper fraction. So ngayon, lagi naman ganun ang life. 'Di ba kapag may mabuti, hindi mo ma-identify na mabuti siya kung walang masama at di mo ma-identify yung gabi kung walang araw. So, ganun talaga. Lagi na lang merong kasalungat para mas ma-identify mo kung ano-ano ba yung klase at mas maintindihan mo, di ba? So, sabi natin, kapag proper fraction less than 1, so therefore, kapag more than 1, ay improper fraction. So, paano yun? So, ganito yun. So, yung proper fraction, dahil less than 1 siya, so ang kailangan lang natin ay isang object. And then, we will have our division, the fraction. So, di-divide natin siya. into 2. So, yung may shaded part is 1 part out of 2. So, therefore, 1 half. Diba? So, babasahin natin siya ng 1 half or 1 over 2 at i-identify natin yung 1 as numerator and 2 as denominator. Hindi mo sasabihin na 1 sa taas, 2 sa baba. O, diba? Ibig sabihin ng 1 sa taas or ng number sa taas ay numerator and 2 na nasa baba ng line ay denominator. Pero hindi lang din yun ang meaning na dapat ninyong matandaan. Kapag sinabing numerator, it is a part or parts identified. Ito yung sinabi mong shaded part. While pag sinabi mong denominator, it is a total number of parts that is equal to 1 whole. So, yung 2 ang nagsasabi na hiniwa mo, hinati mo, dinivide mo yung isang buo sa dalawa. At ang ginamit mo lang, kinulayan mo lang, ay isa lang. That's numerator. Okay? So, ganun lang din sa improper fraction. Dahil sabi natin that is more than 1, we need more than 1. Dalawa din. Hindi pwedeng isa lang kasi nga more than 1 na eh. So, pwedeng dalawa, tatlo hanggang pataas. Pinakamababa na ang dalawang whole ang kailangan mo to identify the fraction which is improper. So, katulad ng ginawa natin kanina, let's divide into 2 parts, each rectangle. So, the shaded part, the blue part is 3 over 2. O, bakit naging 3 over 2 ulit? Kasi 3 yung shaded part, that is numerator, the identified parts, the parts that been taken, the shaded, yan yung sinasabi natin, pinag-uusapan natin, yan si numerator. Parang sa sentence, yan ang subject. Yan si numerator. Kasi yan ang pinag-uusapan. While the denominator naman, ito naman yung total of 1 whole. Hindi mo siya pwedeng sabihin dahil 4 ang nakita mong shaded dyan or 4 na parts yan ay 3 over 4. Mali. So, 3 over 2. Kasi yung 2 doon ay consider as value of 1 whole. So, let's have another example. So, we divide it into 5 and as you see, 6 shaded out of 5 kasi 6 ang may shade at ang bawat hiwa sa isang buo ay 5. So, pwede rin natin siyang ilagay na 1 and 1/5. Bakit? Isang buo na shade na ng lahat, that's 1 whole, at yung isang part natin sa kabilang whole ay 1 shaded lang out of 5. So, sabi natin yung 6 over 5 is improper fraction equal to 1 and 1/5. Kasi sabi, parehas lang eh. Diba? Parehas lang yung picture natin, pero iniba natin yung pagkakasulat. So, yung 1 and 1/5 ay tinatawag natin na mixed fraction. So, ibig sabihin, yung 6 and 1 and 1/5 ay equal or equivalent. Equivalent siya ng isa't isa. Equal value siya ng isa't isa. Equal value si 1 and 1/5 ng 6/5 or 6/5 equal to 1 and 1/5. Kahit alin ang mauna, they still equal. So, paano nangyari? Paano natin ginawa? 6 minus 5 equals 1. Kaya ang natira na lang ay 1 over 5. So, ang tawag doon ay mixed fraction at ang improper to mixed fraction, ang tawag natin dyan ay rename. So, kinukuha natin ang equal value nila. So, pag nakuha natin yung equal value at nag-iba yung itsura, syempre, rename na. How about improper fraction? Meron din ba siyang equal value or equivalent? Pwede din ba siya? Syempre, pwede. So, hanapin natin yung GCF ng 6 and 15. So, pasok natin sa half box. Divisible by 3, that is 2 and 5. So, 2 and 5 is relatively prime, cannot be divided by any number except 1. So, tapos na. Kaya siya na ang ating lowest term. At ngayon, dahil proper fraction sila, si 6/5 ang tawag natin ay higher term, while the lowest term is the simplest form. Yan yung pinaka-simplest answer natin. Okay? So, let's have our example para medyo ma-practice natin. Okay? Rename the following: proper fraction or improper fraction. Hanapin natin yung equivalent or the equal value of the following. So, let's start by 10 seconds ulit, no? Para inyong sagutin. Ready? Okay, time's up. Let's move to answer the following. 18/7, improper fraction. Mixed fraction yung kailangan nating i-rename. So, 18, ilang 7 ang meron? That is 2. Kasi 18 minus 14 equals 4. So, 4 na lang ang matitira. Copy the denominator. Okay? Congratulations. Next, 2/10. Proper fraction yan. So, ang hahanapin natin ay lowest term kasi yung 2/10 is divisible by 2. So, 2 divided by 2, that is 1, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. Okay, so 1/5 the lowest term. Okay, next. Yan, congratulations. 9/15, proper fraction again, so we are going to find the lowest term by dividing by the GCF. So, 9 divided by 3, that is 3, and 15 divided by 3, that is 5. So, lowest term ng 9/15 ay 3/5. So, 9/15 is our higher term. Okay, very good. Next, 6/2. So, improper fraction. So, hinahanap natin ngayon ay ang ating mixed fraction. Mixed fraction kaya ang tawag natin dyan kasi 6 divided by 2 is 3. So, ang tawag dyan ay whole number. Pero, rename pa rin siya. Bakit hindi natin nilagay ay 3/1? Pwede naman, di ba? Pero mali. Kasi, ang tama ay 3. Kapag gusto lang natin gawing fraction yung 3, yung whole number, yon lalagyan natin siya ng 1 sa ilalim as the denominator, 3/1. Okay? So, very good. Next is 9/9. So, kailangan natin ay mixed fraction again. Pero, dahil nga siya ay 9/9, 9 divided by 9, that is 1. Kaya siya ay whole number again. So, improper pa rin ng 9/9. Pagka umabot na ng 1, improper na siya. Kasi sabi nga natin, pagka proper fraction, dapat less than 1. So, congratulations dahil nakuha ninyo. So, let's move on to the kinds of fractions. Ano naman to? Kanina, kinds of fraction. Ngayon, kinds of fractions. Ibig sabihin, group of fractions. Ayan. So, yung first group at second group, paano kaya natin siya ma-identify? So, anong gagamitin nating way to identify them? So, what will we do is to check on their denominator. So, as you see, the first group, all denominator is 5. So, having the same denominators. While the second group having different denominators. So, kapag ang ating grupo ay having the same denominators, that is similar fractions. So, while kapag ang group naman natin ay having different denominators, ang tawag doon ay dissimilar fraction. Bakit kailangan natin itong ma-identify? We need this lesson for our next video, which is adding and subtracting fraction. Kailangan ma-identify ninyo kung similar ba sila or dissimilar. Anong hahanapin para malaman ng similar, dissimilar? That is based on their denominators. Okay, hope you understand our lesson for this day. Before we move on to our next lesson, which is the adding and subtracting fractions. See you on our next lesson. Hope you understand it, and thank you so much. Always remember, for with God nothing is impossible. So, paano natin maghihingi ang tulong ng Diyos? Always do what is good and what is right in His sight. Okay, so thank you so much. God bless. Bye-bye.